Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video we are going to be learning how to make figures with NumPy arrays and Matplotlib, okay? Because that will actually might come in handy for you. So yeah, that's what we're going to learn. So let's hop onto our Jupyter notebook. Okay, so here we are at our Jupyter notebook. So in the previous video, we looked at a Matplotlib example workflow. So we learned what we go through when we try to make an advanced plot. Now, obviously, this isn't an advanced plot, but we're still gonna learn about it. So as I told you, today we're going to be learning about making figures with NumPy arrays. Okay, so we're actually gonna learn how to make quite a few. So we're gonna want to know how to make a line plot. We're going to learn how to make a we're gonna learn how to make a scatter plot. We're going to learn how to make a bar plot. Oops, let me just whoa. We're going to learn how to make a histogram, and last of all, we're going to learn how to make subplots. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're going to learn today. Today we're going to learn these four. In the next video, we're going to learn this. Okay. So yeah, let's start learning. So the first thing we want to do is we want to import NumPy. We already did that, but I'm just going to show you guys, you know, for the sake of complicity. So import NumPy as NP. We just abbreviate it so we don't have to keep on saying it. So the first thing we're going to do is what we're going to do is we are going to create some data. So we're gonna say x is equal to np dot linspace. Now I didn't teach you guys, but right now I'll teach you what this means. And why is this as a comment? There you go. So x is equal to np dot linspace 0, 10, 100. Now you may be thinking, what is linspace? So let's look. Okay, so return evenly spaced numbers over specified interval. Not much. Returns num evenly spaced samples calculated over the interval start stop. Okay, so you passed in start, which was this 0, stop, which is 10, and num is equal to 50 by default, but we passed in 100. So what it's going to do is it's going to give us 100 evenly spaced numbers from this interval. Okay, so let's view x. Okay, that's way too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to view x. We're just going to view the 10 of them. There we go. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is a line plot. Okay, now this is the easiest of them. So let's get into practice of our Matplotlib method. So fig x is equal to plt dot subplots. And then we've got x dot plot. And I'm going to plot x and x squared. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. And I'm also going to put a semicolon at the end. Okay, I put a subplotter, the subplots. There we go. So now you can see we kind of got this bendy line, so it's like a curve. So yeah, that was actually pretty easy. Now there is no such method as line, so we just put plot because that is the default that comes first when you put plot. Okay, so now we're going to look at a scatter plot. Okay, and actually I'm gonna put a colon there, and I'm also gonna put it here too. Oh, there you go. Okay, so we're gonna use the same data here. So we're gonna say fig x is equal to plt dot subplots Okay, so that one was pretty easy. Then you say x.scatter because we want to make a scatter plot, right? And then I'm going to pass in x, and I'm going to pass in the np.exponential of x. So np.exp x, okay? And I want to put a semicolon at the end. And that actually looks like a line, but then at the end it kind of splits up. So basically this is a line graph, except scatter plot, except these are literally like really close together, but at the end it spaces out. Okay, so yeah, that's what it is. Let's actually make another scatter plot, and we're gonna make kind of like a groovy wave kind of thing. So you'll see what I mean. So fig x is equal to plt dot subplots. And then what we need to do is we need to say x dot scatter. How about x and np dot sin x? Okay. Okay, so let's actually check what sin does. So, okay, so right now that actually looks kind of weird. So it returns a trigonometric sign. So that's why it says sin, element wise. Okay, so if you still don't know what that means, you can search it up on the Matplotlib documentation. But for now, we're gonna run it. And see, this is what I meant by a wave shape. So it's kind of like it's a line plot, and then at the kind of corners, let's call them, it's closely spaced together. But other than that, it's all, you know, what is it called? It's not. It looks like a normal line. So now let's look at a bar plot. Okay. So I'm actually gonna make a plot from a dictionary. Okay, so we're gonna bring our jam prices into memory again, but we're gonna recreate it. So jam prices is equal to, so blackberry jam, it costs about £10 or dollars, whatever you want to call it. And then I've got my did I spell that correctly? Strawberry jam. I'm not spelling anything correctly, am I? So my strawberry jam costs about £8. And then we've got cherry jam, and that is the costliest of all. It costs £12. Okay, so now let's create a subplot. Enough of the jam prices. We'll say fig x is equal to plt dot subplots. We don't need to pass in anything, do we? And then we say x dot bar. We're gonna pass in jam prices dot keys. So if you're not sure what these are, go ahead and watch my video where we looked at dictionaries. This is where we introduced these two methods. So jam prices dot keys and jam prices dot values. Okay. So basically what we did here is we passed in the x and y. Okay. So after that, we're going to set a title and a y label. So I'm going to say x.set title is equal to my jam sales. And then I'm going to say y label is equal to price in pounds. And I'm not telling you to put in pounds. You can put in dollars if you like. I don't really care. So let's run this, and also let's put a semicolon here. There we go. So now we've got my jam sales, we've got our price, and we've got bar charts. Okay, so yeah, pretty good, huh? So how about a horizontal bar plot? Okay, so how about that? Let's look at one. So we can say fig x is equal to plt.subplots. We can say x dot bar h. It's no underscores actually. X dot bar h. We can put in jam prices dot keys. And jam prices dot values. Okay. Oh, so what's this? So here it says unhashable type dict keys. So the reason this is happening is because when you have a horizontal bar plot, you need to pass in both of the values as a list. So that's what we need to do. So we pass them in as a Python. So we pass them in as a list, a Python list. So list, and we run this. I'm actually going to put semicolon, keep on forgetting. And beautiful, we have a nice, beautiful horizontal bar plot. Great. So now let us look at a histogram. Okay. So we're gonna make some data and plot it. So make some data and plot it. There we go. So I'm going to say x is equal to np.random.random 1000. So what the hell could this mean? So it says return a sample or samples from the standard normal distribution. So what is the standard normal distribution? So let's search it up. Normal distribution. Okay, so there's a normal distribution Wikipedia. Okay, so let's search that up. This is taking ages to load. So, so in probability theory, a normal or Gaussian or Gauss or whatever distribution is a type of continuous probability distribution for a real valued random variable. The general form of its probability density function is that. So yeah, you can't really understand that, can you? So if we look here, the standard normal distribution is this big kind of wave kind of thing. So this is what the standard normal distribution is, when you get this big kind of tower, so it increases and then goes back down. Okay, so that's what it is, the normal distribution. So these values, these random normal distribution values, they will make that sort of wave kind of thing. So we're going to say fig x is equal to plt.subplots. And then we're going to say x.hist. And all we're going to do is we're going to pass in x. And then, so as you can see, we get this this normal distribution. Now, it's not like perfectly smooth, but it still looks like that, okay? So it's pretty good, actually. And we get different types because it's a random normal distribution, right? So different all the time. So yeah, so now that we have learned we've learned Lineplot, Scatterplot, bar plot, histogram, horizontal bar plots. Now we're going to learn about subplots. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to show you two methods to do subplots, so you can choose whichever one you want. So yeah, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments or doubts, please comment them in the comment section below. I'll put the standard normal distribution thing again, the link for the Wikipedia so you guys can read that. And yeah, so I guess that's the end of this video. Bye.